Welcome to the West Rim Loop Trail at Cloudland Canyon. Come along with us as we go hiking on the very first day of 2025. This is definitely a epic must-do hike. Come find out how you can get lost a little bit on a loop trail and also find out how we can miscount scenic overlooks. We're going to do all sorts of stuff like that and of course, lots and lots of epic views. So come hiking in the woods with us. Let's go see the West Rim Loop at Cloudland Canyon. Welcome to the very busy Cloudland Canyon West Rim Trail access. So we have skipped the connector branch. There's sort of a connector section that will take you on a bit longer. We've just gone all the way to the West Rim Loop Trail, and we're just going to start from here. It shaves about a mile and a half off. All right, left or right?
Left.
All right, we're going to go left. Here we go, tally-ho. I wouldn't call it our first mistake, but we maybe should have went right. Hey, you ever wondered what's inside one of those woodpecker holes? Let's find out. Nothing in this top one. Let's check another one. And nothing in this one as well. We gotta slow it down for a good look. So if you went left at the trail, this is, I would call, the first real overlook. You want to look for the fence. You want to look for the fence. That'll be your first real overlook. And again, you're going to want to do all of these because they're all epic in their own way. It's beautiful. First day of 2025. So that's the gist of this trail. Overlooks all around a loop. So you just follow the loop, yellow blaze. And when you see a little side quest, take it. Because those are the best parts of this trail. Again, you came to Cloudland Canyon for the views. Take advantage of every single overlook. That will be the theme of this video. Don't skip a single overlook. So let's go over some of the West Rim Loop Trail stats. The trail is 4.5 miles long, or 7.2 kilometers. It is rated moderate with some rocky and uneven sections, but I would say it's manageable for most hikers. Total elevation gain is about 500 feet, or 152 meters. It's a loop trail, or a lollipop style loop trail, and we'll get more into the history here shortly. Cloudland Canyon used to be a top 10 rated trail by Backpacker magazine. I'm not sure if it fell out for other trails, but to give you an idea of just how popular this is, Backpacker magazine approved, and that's not really common for the state of Georgia, to be honest. It's kind of hard to compete with the Rockies and the Sierra Nevadas
Chugach.
and the Grand Canyon and Chugach, and there's, again, America the Beautiful. We have a lot of really pretty places, North Georgia included. All right, back to the history of Cloudland Canyon. And in fact, let's go way back, like millions of years back, when Sinton Gulch Creek, Bear Creek, and Daniel Creek carved what is now called Cloudland Canyon over millions of years. And those creeks over millions of years created this iconic Y-shaped canyon that has over 1,000-foot sandstone walls, or 305 meters. You're going to come across things like this, like trail to cabins. Stay on the West Rim Loop Trail. That's the one we're doing. Let's stay on that trail. When you get deeper on the trail, you wouldn't really know you're really walking along the top rim of a canyon. You would just think you're walking through the woods, which you are. Woods that are perched at the top of Cloudland Canyon. So over to my left, which would be north, is the canyon. And we'll get lots of views of that here coming up, so stay tuned. All right, so this is what you're looking for. This will be Overlook 2.
We're only going to call the ones with the fences technical overlooks, although you do get a lot of views from different places. So do be safe, but don't be shy. Do not get too close to the edge. This is a canyon. But they have lots of safe overlooks like this, where you can just get some amazing views of Cloudland Canyon. And you can see why this is one of Georgia's more popular state parks. Kind of neat. We've ended up in sort of a baby pine tree forest. These are all relatively young pine trees. So even with a full parking lot, basically, people were parking anywhere they could. We saw a bunch of people at the start of the trail. We've passed a few people walking on the trail. But once again, we've had the entire trail to ourselves. So big enough area where you can really get spaced out from other people. Don't let the popularity of this trail dissuade you from getting out here and enjoying it. All right, remember the theme of this trail, y'all. Even though it says scenic loop out and back, you are gonna guarantee you that we're going out and back. Not even that far. Overlook number 3. Here we go. We are having a discussion whether or not this is the third overlook or the fourth, but we're going to call it third. It could be the fourth. It could be the third. We want to give a quick shout out to Greg Foster Sourdough for maintaining this section of the Cloudland Canyon Trail. Thank you, Mr. Foster. We're calling this an overlook, but we're not going to number it as an official overlook because it's just part of the trail. So you just walk along the trail and you come up to this overlook, but wow, what an overlook it is. All right, even though this one's part of the trail, we're going to call this Overlook 4-5. I think we're on 4. I could be wrong. You hear that? We got a Mrs. Tazumi Peanut Gallery in the back. This is a great point to talk about a tire, a small little wet spot. Honestly, you can do this in anything. Tennis shoes, hiking boots. There's other trails at Cloudland Canyon that are a little more strenuous, so you might want more serious footwear for that, but you could do this with anything. All right. That's definitely going in the video. I made it. Such a calm creek up here, and as soon as it hits that elevation change, it comes a roaring stream. It's kind of neat.
So after this bridge, if you're looking to just complete the West Rim loop, you want to head towards your right, and that'll take you back to the parking lot where we parked and where you would have parked if you're following just this loop. What we're about to do, though, is there's some really cool rock formations coming up, And then there's also some really cool cliffs coming up along with another stream. So we're going to head a little bit further down this lollipop trail, and then we're going to backtrack to this exact spot and continue on going right after that bridge, which takes us back to the parking lot at the top of the West Rim Loop Trail. Here's the funny part. We didn't exactly do this on purpose. I was just so excited to be out hiking on the first day of the year. I wasn't even really looking at the map. I'm filming. We actually just meant to go right and ended up going this way. I knew the rocks were down here. I knew the cliffs were down here, so it was serendipitous. But this was a happy accident, actually, while out hiking in the woods. So no matter what trail you decide or what path you decide to take at Cloudland Canyon, you'll have a good time. But I did want to go ahead and just let everybody know that this was not actually intentional.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Yes, live long and prosper. This is exactly how you want to start off the first day of the year. Hiking and sweating. And wow, let's get a good look at this here.
This here would be one of the many epic rock formations at Cloudland Canyon, and some of these you can step over. Some of you could even get down and walk around inside. It is super, super cool. You really got to see it in person to get an understanding of just how deep these things are and how cool they are and how weathered they are. It's a lot of fun. And while it seems kind of scary, it's actually really safe. And the views. Did we ever mention the views at Cloudland Canyon? They just never stop. Almost everywhere on the trail has just the most amazing views that you will see in a state park. It's a lot of fun to get down in some of these and sort of walk around and explore. There's lots of little small crevices and caves.
All right, so a little side quest trail here at Cloudland Canyon. You can see this stump that looks like it was hit by lightning or burned by fire. Not sure if a campfire or lightning, but look, you can actually see where it charred the rock right here. Very cool. Honestly, this looks like a lightning strike more, or like a controlled burn. It doesn't look like a campfire. There's nowhere to sit really around here in campfire. One thing really cool about Cloudland Canyon, there is a total of 64 miles of trails. This one's 4-ish, somewhere in that range. 5 if you do the whole thing. I think it goes without saying. I mean, this 100% Tazumi Woods approved hike. I don't see how anyone could say anything bad about Cloudland Canyon. It's such a great hike. I think everyone approves of this hike for the most part. But yeah, for sure, a Tazumi Woods approved hike. And if you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, y'all. So since Cloudland Canyon is considered one of the most popular state parks here in Georgia, we'd like to know, this is the question of the day, what is your favorite park? It can be a state park, it could be a national park, it could be a local park, but just let us know in the comments. That's the question of the day. What is your favorite park? Cloudland Canyon, it earns it. It definitely earns its reputation as a favorite park. You do pass by the yurts.
So after that really amazing rock outcropping, we're going to head down the path a little bit further past the yurts. Then we're going to start heading downhill, and you can hear the stream getting closer. But get ready for some of the most epic cliffs that you're going to see in North Georgia. This here is worth the hike alone, in my opinion. It was definitely one of the highlights.
One thing I enjoy about Cloudland Canyon is it always feels like it's changing. It goes from sort of sandy to rocky to old hardwoods to young pines to easy to navigate flat trails to more complicated stair-steppy rocks. It's just always evolving. I feel like I'm on a quest in Lord of the Rings or something. It's a lot of fun. And if you look down there, we're getting close to the water. We will be there shortly. And continuing downhill, the water is getting louder. Looks like we're headed closer to the canyon. It's just such a great outdoors experience. Kind of reminds me of something like Teddy Roosevelt would do.
All right, enough talking and trail walking. Let's check out some epic cliffs and just enjoy the views. After our short side quest to the cliffs, we backtrack to the bridge to complete the rest of the loop.
All right, as you complete the loop after the bridge, you're going to be real tempted to go left. Okay, hold on. Maybe that sign's right. But pay attention to this blaze because somebody has left a clue. You're going to want to go right. I know it doesn't look as well traveled. This looks way more traveled. Trust me. How do I know? I went the wrong way. I don't mind telling you. I don't mind asking for directions. I don't mind turning around. And I don't mind getting lost in the woods. 4.71 miles, according to my watch. Totally worth it, I would say.
So as we continue on this uphill portion after the bridge, we will be completing the West Rim Loop. I can't say enough good things about Cloudland Canyon. You really need to get out there and experience it. It is definitely one of Georgia's best state parks. And yeah, here we are, right back where we started. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, serendipitous mistakes and all. We look forward to seeing everyone out there hiking in the woods. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it. Tazumi Woods says thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one.